Hello and welcome to match 3 of this league. Well, we won the die roll. We will definitely be on the play. Let's do it. This hand's, it's got some decent ramp. It's got a little interaction in case I need it. I think we can keep this and top deck into our threats. Definitely begin right out the gates with that and pass our turn. See what we're up against here. Ooh, Flooded Strand. All right. Well, this deck beats Flooded Strand, that's for sure. Assuming, yeah, he's probably got Spell Pierce here, but I don't think we can really afford to play around that. With all of the Stoneforge Mystics in the meta, my Farseeks, I've been falling on a lot of spell snares. Did I say Spell Pierce? Spell Snare. But, we just have to keep making them have it. Oh, and they don't. All right. So we'll take Cinderglade here. And pass turn. I'm going to presume their own Stoneforge Mystic is coming up next. This is probably, if I was going to say, if it's not tapped, it's definitely an opt. But we like seeing Flooded Strands and Hollowed Fountains. We definitely win against decks that do that. I think we play Mountain here, try to get our Cinderglades a little closer to coming in untapped. Very likely for them to play Teferi. Ooh, Field of Ruin's pretty good too. Yeah, they definitely do that thing. What I really need for them to do is tap out for a Jace. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Through the Breach would, okay, well, let him beat this then. And Valakut is fully online and will begin throwing bolts, so once again, the onus is on our opponent to do something about it. Really? Cryptic Command? Wow-wee. Alright. Well, that can keep going. That can definitely keep going. The more he does that, I think we should have played Sakura Tribe Elder now, because now he can counter this and bounce that, which would be annoying. Counter target's spell and draw a card. Okay. We can cast. I don't know if I want to reveal that we're on the Breach plan. Simian Spirit Guide will likely give that away, but I think it's worth it. The onus is now on them to handle a creature and Valakut, and still just always keep counter magic up for the mysteries I've got in my hand. I don't mind if he paths Simian Spirit Guide. It'd be weird of him to do that, but well, he's got mana. He's got all the mana he could possibly want. 5 big Teferi. Okay. Alright. Goes up to 5. Yep. I like this because now we can, well, now our lands are just kind of doing what they do. Actually, I'm going to cancel and I'm going to go right to combat. See what he does with this. Alright, I'm going to stop on his upkeep and just try to bolt Teferi before he can do his thing. See if he wants to tap out for a little counter magic to keep his guy alive, of which he's probably got much. He's got a full grip of cards. He's got all the lands he could want. I think it's in his interest to keep Teferi alive here. Force of Negation, the hard way. Okay. Yeah, that stops that for sure. I will yield through this turn. I've got really nothing else to say here. Flame Slash and Anger of the Gods are dead. Ooh, but we do like him using his mana during his turn. Oh no, well, I mean, he gets to untap all of it afterwards. Okay. That's unfortunate because I just know there's so much counter magic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Teferi is providing too much value here, and now he does have a clock. And I'm drawing all the wrongest possible cards. This will attack Teferi. Man, it's going to be a shame if I lose this. Ooh, Snapcaster Mage. Alright. Let's start with this. See what he does. If this draws out a Logic Knot for 1, well then he'll have just gotten got, but I have a feeling this is probably going to fall on some form of counter magic. Oh man, see, that's so disappointing. I think now we're a little too far behind. These dead cards definitely cost us the game. Teferi's getting him too much value. And we can turn off this stop now. I mean, we're fighting through it. I mean, he's... well, I mean, he's got to just keep having counter magic, so we'll draw as much out of him as we can, and yeah, there goes that. I really, all I want to do is draw lands. That's all that I want to do. Oh, there's a clock. I think he lifts Valakut and draws a card here and begins clocking us. Yeah, we yield through this turn. Teferi keeping his hand full is just so brutal. I mean, I don't know how much he's going to commit to protecting this Snapcaster Mage. It'll give our Flame Slash and Anger of the Gods something to do, I suppose. We've seen 2 cryptic commands. Vendilion Click. Okay, well, I think that goes after Anger of the Gods. Definitely speeds up his clock by a considerable margin. Oh, Sakura Tribalder is a nice draw, though. But he's got 6 cards in hand. We'll just have to keep drawing counter magic out of him. Let's keep it going. This will be tapped. We will Flame Slash here, or try to. See how invested he is in protecting that. We will cast Sakura Tribalder. See how invested he is in protecting that, or stopping that, which he likely is since Valakut's online. Man, Cryptic Command to counter this and lift Valakut is just so brutal. Okie dokie, well, Valakut's online again. It's so weird we haven't gotten one Valakut trigger this whole game. I'll yield through this turn. Oh my god. Well, he's taken care of 2 Valakuts now. Definitely finds a forest. Now we're really in trouble. I mean, my word. What is this, Jace? Oh, he's waking up Celestial Colonnade? Yeah, that works. Any 2-drop counter spell now really just kind of bones us. So we'll see what happens. This is normally a favorable matchup. I'm trying to think whether or not there's anything we could have done differently. I'm not so sure. All right, Hail Mary. I mean, he needed to really have a great deal of blue spells to and land destruction to stay on top of us. But man, he did it. He sure did it. All right, well, this is still favorable for us. I think we can take the next 2. We are definitely playing. We just load up on threats. We load up on things he must counter or lose to. That's gone. These are gone. We're not getting Blood Moon, so that's gone. Actually, that's a little weird. I think we can do without the Grafdigger's Cage. We can lose. We are on the draw. No, we're on the play. We lose a Farseek, and I think we can cut a bolt. All right, try it like this. I still feel pretty good about this. I don't think that his counter magic can yank all of this away from us. The Anger of the Gods and the Flame Slash definitely tripped us up, but I think with a threat dense deck like this, I think we should be able to win. He's definitely tanking on his sideboard choices, which he ought to be. He had a full grip of cards pretty much that entire game, but it still felt like he was right on the edge. He had to have counter magic every single turn, as well as developing his board, and I don't think that that's something that blue-white control does often. When it does do it, it does it quite well, but that was a pretty good game for him. Yeah, we will play first. You see, the problem with this hand is it's light. It's so light, but our top decks will be... I don't know if we can keep this. I think we have to mull this. We'll keep it. We'll keep it for science. And then we'll yield after that. I think they'll probably hold up Spell Snare. That won't stop us from using our Sakura Tribolter, though. That certainly isn't going to happen. We've got one Cinderglade in hand and another fetch line. I think we can just start off on Cinderglades this time. Oh, alright, well, you'll do this turn. And on top of that, I think Sakura Tribolter is going to get in there for some damage, if possible. I think they're going to be much too scared to do too much with their mana. And hopefully we can kind of just keep them not doing anything for just long enough to... Ooh, that's a good card. That's a really good card. Ideally, what we want to do is we want them to tap out with us having a Through the Breach in hand during their turn. That's kind of the gold. It's definitely that's the golden play there. This finds we have a Cinderglade in hand and a Mountain in hand. I think we start getting Stomping Grounds and not paying for them. I think we suspend Search for Tomorrow here and give them something to look forward to. And continue attacking. I'm really in no rush, and Who dat? Spreading Seas. Fine by me. Oh, that's a frustrating draw. Now we really should start considering this Obstinate Baloth. Actually, no. I want to wait until I got more threats in hand. This can wait. This can definitely wait. 2 Through the Breaches is super duper annoying, but as long as they don't do anything, we don't do anything. See what they want to do with this Search for Tomorrow. I think this finds a forest now. Ooh, another Obstinate Baloth. That's an interesting draw. Yeah, we do this again. 5, 6, 7. We've got 7 lands. Maybe we start baiting out their magic with Through the Breaches. No, we keep going. As long as they go, we go. We have them running pretty scared. We'll take away their clock here. We'll trade. That's fine. Stomping Ground. All right, now I think we threw the breach during their end step. Really kind of no matter what they do. Field of Ruin doesn't matter. Let me see. So what's the upside and the downside to Through the Breaching with no real creatures to play? Well, yeah, no, we'll keep it going. We'll keep spinning it. You'll do this turn. As long as they don't have a threat, we don't really have to try anything. Field of Ruin would be a waste for them now. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe I should play lands down. If I get to 10, oh my word. Yeah, if I get to 10, I can Through the Breach twice. Too many Through the Breaches. That's frustrating, but we're still not really in danger. They've just got all their counter magic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Teferi? Ooh, we're livening up Celestial Colonnade. Okay, I think now we can start bluffing out their counter magic. He really should not let this resolve. Even though it's definitely... Oh, really? Oh, that's frustrating as heck. Oh, I really thought he would burn a spell on that. I'm going to say then... I guess no. Wow, how could he know that that was a bluff? I don't think he knows that was a bluff, but man. All right, we're gonna start playing down here. Which means that either he is flat out of counter magic, wow. What's he got? Supreme Verdict? That's interesting. That'd be interesting for me to discover that. That can't be right. He can't have 6 cards in hand and have no counter magic. This seems weird. Maybe this is a Supreme Verdict. That would make sense. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Primeval Titan, please. Holy cow. We've got so few mountains left in the deck. We have to thin. Every land we draw now is just a brutal punch in the face. Yield through this turn. Like he's going to successfully wait us out of our mountains, which is so not good. Jace the Mind Sculptor. Okay. Well, this definitely brainstorms for him. And, what? I don't think now's the time to do that. He puts a card on the bottom. I definitely don't think now is the time to do that. We'll shuffle, I guess. Or else we're also going to fail to find on purpose. What is going on? At this point, he's got to know that we've got nothing going on. Yield through this turn. Well, now we need multiple threats. He puts a card on top. We are in serious trouble now. We are in serious trouble now. Oh. Yep. This is going to be a frustrating loss. We'll yield. Man, that's another huge weakness of this deck is multiple through the breaches in hand are just so dead. Oh, it's so brutal. This guy's gonna ultimate on us and leave us with 2 through the breaches in our deck. Puts a card on the bottom. Let's try this. He's probably hoping... Yeah, he's probably hoping to counter the Primeval Titan itself. But, surprise, surprise... Actually, we're going to cancel. He could still Force of Negation us, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we can cast Through the Breach twice during his end step. He leaves a card on top. Now, how does Splice work? Because, well, I don't think it puts another copy of it onto the... Let's see how many counterspells he's got. Force of Negation. Through the Breach, yet again. Two, three. Another Force of Negation. That's sweet. Well, this is probably the closest we're ever going to get. So, 1, 2, 3. It's probably the closest we're ever going to get to an opening. So, yep. Does he have 3 counterspells? Most definitely. Yeah, Disdainful Stroke was what I was betting on. Well, he had everything. The game went too long. That wasn't even on him. It was on us. I think we kept bad. We kept wrong. Loading up on Through the Breaches is just such a brutal turn of events that I don't think there's any leaves it on top. So we're certain we're dead here. He's got it. All right, well, that was disappointing. We definitely misplayed by keeping that hand. Maybe we should have been a little more aggressive with our Obstinate Baloths and just start running his counter magic through as soon as possible. But he had Supreme Verdict, so who knows how far that would have gotten us. I think we should definitely just keep more threat-dense hands, and, you know, he countered everything we played, so, or everything of relevance. And he kept his Field of Ruin up for our Valakut anyway. So, oh well, we concede. See you in the next one.